Winter training's been really hard. I did my first comp simulation in months yesterday. Here's how it went. This is a short training trip to Paris, only 4 to 5 days. Today I went to the climbing district. It wasn't actually a plan to do a comp simulation, but we got there. There had been some hard blocks set for some other teams, and I thought, yeah, I'll do a simulation on them. Okay, first up, block 1. Let's go through it. This block was quite a strange block. It was started facing outwards. You jump up into 2 palms, and then you do a weird spin. You get your right foot on like a small jib, and then you fully rotate your body and hips and throw your leg out to the wall and try and stop yourself on this purple hold. It was quite an odd move. I didn't manage to get that in the 5 minutes, which is frustrating, but I worked out the top really quickly once I stuck that first move. I worked it a bit after my time was up, and the top was really cool. I managed to crimp the foothold and then turn myself round, match into the purple, out to the erect, get the left foot up. And the last move was actually quite committing. So getting the right foot and then really standing up and committing to that. I think I got that on my second go when I got there. So I'm pretty psyched with that. So I didn't get it in the 5 minutes, but I'm pretty happy to have got it overall. The first block was a really compy, sort of weird movement type block. So I was actually pretty happy with how I did it. I didn't end up getting on the zone. In the last 30 seconds, I was really getting close. And then as soon as I stuck that first move, I didn't fall off it again. I found the top quite okay. So I'm happy with how I did in the first block, having not done a comp simulation in so long. So then a bit of rest and then on to block 2. Block 2 was a really tricky pull on, which I actually missed on the first attempt. There's a really high left foot and then standing up onto a volume. But I actually managed to get this block on my second go, which I'm really happy with. It's a really weird style, traversing across volumes, a lot of tension in the feet and hands. Yeah, it's a block which I'd expect to be getting when I'm in my real sort of comp level shape, but right now I wouldn't expect to be in that shape, so I'm really happy to have got it on my second go. I took my time on it, I didn't rush, and relaxed my way through it, and then yeah, topped it on my second go, which I'm really happy with. One particular thing which I'm pretty happy with was my commitment to the last move. It took me a while to get set. I was working out the positions, but when I got there, I got my left foot up, and then once I decided in my head that I was going to commit, I fully committed. I didn't half go for it. I didn't sort of try to go for it statically and then come off. I fully went for it, grabbed it, and did it. So I'm pretty happy. Okay, then on to block 3. Block 3 was very, very hard. The level of this simulation probably isn't of the World Cup level. It was set more like a project level, I think. So the blocks were incredibly hard, and block 3 was by far the hardest block of the 4 blocks. Really like compression type moves in between slopers and bad volumes. I managed to do the first kind of stab in with a right toe hook pretty quickly, which I'm happy with because it was a hard move. But the next move where you go up and then do the double hand movement was really hard, and I didn't manage to get that at all. But I pulled on from that and then went straight to the top. I found the top okay, which was quite nice. But that move in the middle, my skin wasn't amazing. I had tape on my right finger, but it was just an incredibly hard move, and that would be a very hard boulder to do in 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm not upset with how I did on that in the 5 minutes. I'm happy to get the top pretty quickly, but just a really hard boulder. If anything, I'm pretty happy that I resisted the urge to throw myself at that move repeatedly, because I could have quite easily just fallen into a bit of a hole and just kept trying that, and maybe would have stuck it, but I would have destroyed my skin. And I'm here for some quality sessions here in Paris, so I'm happy I moved on. Block 4, the final block. This boulder was my favorite block of the set. It was really cool. It was a weird angle. It started with a big jump up to a left hand and a stab with a left foot, which is how I read it, and it's how I committed for it. It took me a few goes to land it, and the key for me was really getting the right hand in as quickly as possible and then creating as much tension as possible so you don't flare out and come out. And then the top of this boulder was really physical. I'm pretty happy because I've put in a lot of strength work, and the top of this boulder was incredibly physical. So from this first purple hold, you go out to a weird dual text wooden bar thing, which is, yeah, there's no texture on it. Then a big throw into a right hand, a lot of compression. You really got to compress, which I managed to do. And then the top move is a really cool move. The setters did a really good job. So you go left hand over, you really got to squeeze with your left foot. You got to get your right foot on the foot jib outright, and then lock really deep, go out to this pinch, and then bump the pinch up until you've got it good enough, and then create a lot of tension. Take your left foot off, which is clawing on the left hand hold, and then get a drop knee. And then once you get the drop knee, you slap in for the match. And yeah, that was that boulder. I didn't get it in the 5 minutes. I got the zone in the 5 minutes, which I'm happy with, because this boulder was really hard, and the first move was pretty dynamic. And I decided to work this one a bit more after the rotation because I really wanted to get it. It was a really cool boulder. I ended up getting it, which I'm pretty psyched with. The last bit is so physical, having done all of the first bit, and that last slap in is yeah, it's pretty satisfying once you get that last match. So yeah, that was boulder 4. There's a bit of micro beta which I learned, which really helped. On the last crimp to go out before going out right, I was previously going drag and then getting the foot and then trying to go, but that left me quite low, so I couldn't create tension to get the left foot drop knee. So what I did in the end was I went for this, I full crimped it, like fully ratted it, and then got as high as I possibly could. I got this pinch, and that allowed me to take the left foot off and get it as a drop knee and then come in for the slap. So yeah, a little bit of micro beta there, which I figured out pretty quickly. So overall with this simulation, I'm really, really happy to come away with 3 tops overall on what was a really hard set. I'm pretty happy with, even if it was working the blocks after, the blocks were really hard. And to have to leave the 3rd block and not trash my skin more, I feel was, yeah, a really positive thing, because previously I would have tried it over and over again. So I got some really quality attempts from all the blocks, and I got a lot of value from that session. And especially after not doing a simulation for so long, to have that result, I'm really happy with, because it shows the training's been working and I'm sort of where I need to be. And then tomorrow I've got a competition simulation at Karma, which is in Fontainebleau. I've been invited by some people of the French team to join their simulation. So hopefully there's going to be some cool blocks there, and I'm really excited to see how I go, because now I've left this really, really heavy training phase and I'm into more of the simulation type things, which are a lot more enjoyable for me at least. Maybe I'll get some footage tomorrow of the Karma comp sim, but we'll see how it goes, no promises. Hope you enjoyed, just a quick little video showing you some blocks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that stuff if you enjoy the content. I love making it, I hope you love watching it. And yeah, thanks for watching, see you in the next one.